Dan from ATC, and we just want to do a video on the different valves in your toy hauler. We'll do one for the bumper pulls. We're at our 45/28 fifth wheel right now, but just wanted to walk through all the different valves and what they do, how to turn them on, off, and just hopefully answer some questions that we frequently get asked through our customer support team. One of the valves that we like to talk about, and this would be an option. I don't think it's on every toy hauler, so you may or not have it. And people ask, well, why don't I have a water spigot on the outside of it? But it's really a cool tool. You can hook up your hose, hook up your power washer, and you know, bring a power washer off, clean something out before you take it in the unit, or literally, because of ours don't have any wood in it, you can hook a hose to this and wash out the inside of your toy hauler and just clean it out. But this also, a lot of people like this, is it's a quick way because it's hooked to the pump. I can get all the water out of the tank if I need to get it out for a quick reason. So this is just a typical water spigot like you're on in your house, but it pulls it from the tanks of the toy hauler. Okay, so we're outside and we're gonna kind of look at the tank fill area and then walk behind it and see the different valves in there. This is my tank fill. You'll have a little valve here and it just says tank fill or city. So you'd still hook your hose up to here to either have city water pressure. City meaning I can hook my hose up. I don't have to run my pumps. It just is, I've got a hose pressure and I can run all my showers off of that. I don't have to have tanks full. But if I want to fill my tank, I need to flip this valve here. And now instead of it pressurizing the thing, it's filling up my 200 gallons on the fifth wheel or 100 on the bumper pulls. This is the sanitized line. We'll show you that later, but that's what happens out here. Then now we want to show you what goes on behind here, and you'll have to find maybe some different places. It's different toy haulers have in different locations, but for the fifth wheels, it's generally somewhere up in the underbelly. So we talked about the tanks on the other side. If you see here, this is from that fill point on the outside. This is just extra bypass. Like if for some reason the switch on the outside wasn't working, this line, you can see it, we wrote it in. I don't know that it's written on every one, but one goes down to your tank and then one goes to the rest of the trailer. So when it has that city water pressure, this line is now running it. It's not going through the tanks. It's going directly into your units. And so a lot of people actually get a pressure regulator on the other side to make sure they get that same kind of pressure. That's just an aftermarket tool or product you can buy. But this would be if for some reason the switch on the outside isn't working, I can flip this bypass. Now it's allowing it to fill the tank. Or yeah, it's allowing, instead of it going to the city, it'll allow it to go into the fill and fill the tank. But you almost never use that unless something was broke on the outside. Looking at the back here, we talked about sanitizing and that. So this is turned off right now. The only time that would flip back on is if I turn that on if I'm going to sanitize my tank. So that's rarely ever used. And this here is water pumping out of the actual water tank itself. So you can see this line coming up through here. It's turned on, so now he can turn a shower whenever it's going to pump water out of the tank. If for some reason your pump wasn't working, maybe check here first. If that was turned off, it can't get water up into the pump. So just looking over here to the far right, there's two more valves left. This is the low point drains for kind of the rest of the system. It's not for the tanks. We'll show you that in a minute. But this is getting all the water out of the system when you're winterizing it. That would be in the shower, the toilet, all that stuff up there that's from higher up. It's just another low point drain. Okay, now we want to tell you the dump valves. And so basically all you do, we have the gray tank here, we have the black tank. You're going to see a sewer hose storage somewhere underneath, depends on the models. You want to hook that up to the dump valve, and again, this can vary, but it's always somewhere along the roadside. You're going to hook that hose up, it kind of twist locks on. We'll hook it in the dump station. And then it's a good idea, just good practice to pull the black valve first. That's the worst stuff from the toilet. And then we will take the gray tank, and that'll help cleanse everything out, get it cleaner, so your hose is hopefully a little bit cleaner than if you did the reverse. So when we were up in the underbelly storage, we showed you the actual valve to turn off, but the water's gonna come out here. So this is one of our newer units that has the underbelly on it. So it's a little bit harder to follow where it's at. But this, if you happen to notice water just dripping or you filled it up and water's just pouring out, and look here first, that just means you didn't close off the low point valve. All right, so now we're underneath the trailer. These are our two freshwater tanks, and we want to get all the water out for putting away for the season or just want to get fresh water. This is the low point drain, so you just push that down. Again, like all the other valves, it's going to be in the straight line with the pipe. That'll empty the freshwater tank. There's another handle like that on the back tank, so you look for that. And then these blue tubes that are hanging out by the two tanks, that's for when you fill up the tank. If you overfill it, the water's going to start coming out of there. So you got two blue hoses, those are the overfills. The two drains, these are the low point drains for the freshwater tanks.